Folks, I'm back with some more Spellmasons. It's a new day, and yeah, I just felt like doing some recording. I was playing Deathmason earlier, and I think I'm going to show them off on camera, because last run we did was quite good. So Deathmason is quite different from Spellmason. They obviously start off as a mini-boss, and then you unlock them. But their whole deal is that I think I'm gonna take Corpse Nova, because I don't really take it too often anymore. We got Jump or Stomp again. Stomp is so rare. I take it every time I see it. It's so good. And I'm gonna take Slash because it's got some really nice upgrades. So the deal with this character is that I don't have a mana bar. Instead, I have a set number of cards that I get to utilize, and that's kind of the primary gimmick of this character. It's quite good. I like it a lot, and I think this character has got some pretty ridiculous potential. It seems like they might get less spell gain stuff. I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of weirdness with this character. I'm really pushed toward trying to take more expensive stuff with this character, so Blood Curse is kind of tempting, but instead I'm going to take Push, because Push is incredible. It just opened up so much potential. I should be able to just stomp on this guy and get the kill. You can see I draw cards each turn. I don't know how the card draw mechanic works just yet, but we'll figure that out. So what have I got access to? I've got early shield regen, we've got early bounty, early bloodletting, and health regen as well. I'd like to go for a tank build. I've been trying for a couple days to get a tank build rolling, and I have not been able to yet, but maybe it'll happen soon. I don't know if it'll happen this run. If you've ever managed any tanky runs, please feel free to share your ideas. Heavy Slash here is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for, because this is just a free upgrade that's going to ramp up my damage quite a bit, which is wonderful. Let's kill these guys, and gonna take this guy out, and I can stomp this guy as well. If you're wondering what mana potions do, by the way, they just give you an extra card, which is nice. We got Giant Slash, which means we're going to be doing 80 damage per hit with those, which is obviously supremely overkill at this point in the game, and going to open up some really powerful options for us, especially if we can start getting some select cards, which would be very, very nice. And as for all of these, I think I'm going to take Gambler, because this character is extremely... It benefits a lot from getting more card options, so go ahead and do that. And we rolled into 6 stomps this time, which is very silly. I should be able to make it work, though, especially with the pushes. That's what I'm banking on, at least. We got 3 stomps here, which will kill this guy. Hang on, can I do 2 stomps and a push to kill? Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. And then I can do another 2 stomps here. And I'm going to take this yellow portal to right in this corner. And would you look at that, we get a bunch more cards. We got Pull now. Heal could be pretty cool. Could make me really bulky. Rend obviously gives me a ton of potential to scale. Same with Poison. Pull is good. These are all, like, pretty interesting options. So I'd need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Rends. I don't know if there's a way I could consistently get all those. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We've got Soul Muncher, which increases drawing ability of soul cards, curse cards. Nothing for attacking cards, though, so I don't think that's really an option. Inflict Poison, when you deal damage, is definitely of note, I would say. I'm going to reroll, and wow, we got Connect. That's insanely good. Connect is probably one of the best combo tools in the entire game, for at least as far as I can tell, for these sort of things, so we can do some really, really insane stuff with that, especially with Giant Slash. That's going to scale up very nicely. And all I need is one more select tool, and we should be able to kind of rocket this build into the stratosphere. We got Bounty extra damage. We've also got default radius boost. We got Changeling, Icy Veins. Overheal is kind of cute. Grant health over max as shield. That is interesting. I'm gonna grab a level of it. Because we don't need extra damage right now. And I don't really feel the need for the default boost radius. At least not currently. Maybe in the future. Go ahead and do a little Stomperino right there. Get that guy killed. And, can I eat some corpses? Man, maybe I would want some default boost radius boost specifically for eating more corpses. That might be nice. Let's go ahead and launch this lad into the lake of lava. Beautiful. And, run over this way. I don't have room for anything else. I can re-roll these. I don't know. So you can see I can discard and draw. I don't know how valuable this is overall. Because it empties out your hand, which is like a little bit spooky. We got Debilitate, which is unbelievably strong. Same with Decoy. Decoy is a 60 cost spell that I can basically cast on repeat for free, which is pretty insane. I'm gonna go ahead and take Decoy for now, and yeah, I think Decoy is quite potent, and it's a card that I don't really get to use as much with the other characters, so I'm hoping that this is a good opportunity for me to be able to play around with said card a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and zap this guy with the Giant Slash. That's an easy kill, and we'll go ahead and move on. No decoy draws this time. We've only got 3 units on the whole board. Interesting. Pretty simple setup by the looks of it this time. Go ahead and kill this guy right away. Alchemist is very strong. I like Alchemist a lot. Extra damage. We got Whirlpool. Whirlpool is quite good. Had good results with Whirlpool so far. Chance to resurrect a unit on kill is interesting. I've never taken it. Do you think it, like, resurrects them? It must resurrect them to my side. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 levels in Alchemist, and I'm gonna lock on kill resurrect. We'll see how that plays. And I'll try to get that to... I don't know what percent just yet, but we'll figure that out. Let's go ahead and blast this guy with our last Giant Slash, and we'll do a nice big stomp across the stage to get a little bit closer to this zombie. Bad. Okay. Let's see if we can jump on over to this zombie and get in range for a kill. There we go. Beautiful. Good start. Good start so far. What do we got available here? Heavy Toxins, Bounty Golem, Bounty Potion. Bounty Potion's really good. I think for 40 it's just worth having. Even if you don't focus on it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. And I'm not gonna bother leveling it, I'm just gonna leave it at 1. Bounties with this character are quite good, so definitely want to leave that as a potential lane to approach. I'm gonna grab this right away, and would you look at that, we got Set Bounty, which is a forbidden and incredibly powerful spell that allows me to basically add more bounties, which is not balanced at all, I must say. It really feels very overpowered doing such things. Okay. So I think we're going to What if I double up on this? That expands the range, and I can hit all of these guys, which is quite good. Looks like the damage from the stomp doesn't transfer, which makes sense. I was curious. Okay, so I'm going to double up on these, and we're going to do a very nasty spread damage hit here, which will deal with the overwhelming majority of those enemies. We got another push. We have a lot of pushes, but they don't do much for me here. You can see you can lock down spells, so that way you can choose what you reroll, which is interesting. I haven't really used that mechanic terribly much just yet, but it seems pretty handy. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this guy. A little bit extra stam as a treat. Eat this guy too, why not? Plus 40 stamina. Now we should be in range to stomp on this dude. Which is the hope. There we go. And blue portal down there. I'm not gonna bother with that. Just barely out of range of that guy, and I'm not gonna be able to get out of range of the attacks. Go ahead and place that down there. Should be pretty good. I think I can just kind of... I want to stomp on this thing, but this kills the me. I do not want to die. So... maybe this is a reroll scenario. Go ahead and lock down the things that I want and reroll the rest. Getting 7 new cards. And one of these cards will be enough to kill all of these guys. Very nice. I've also got a giant, insanely tanky dummy now with 210 max health. Which is something that I could never achieve with the builds that I was doing on the Spellmason. But maybe that's my own shortcoming of playing Spellmason wrong still. It could very well be the case. Dash is good because mobility is good. I love having mobility. Okay, let's grab this. And then we'll do a little dash-areno. And I should be able to get in range here. Or a juicy heavy slash. Heavy slash is so good when you don't have to pay for it. Same thing with connecting. Having these cards be the system in place is pretty interesting. Bounty Suffocate is pretty cool. We're going to be wanting to pick up all the bounties that we can. So that means I'm going to just take a level of that for the time being. And keep in mind that we can set bounty to a bunch of enemies and then blast them all, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. We're just going to go all out. And, yeah, that's going to kill pretty much everything on screen. Or at least everything close by. And then I can also push this guy. I don't know if I want to push him, to be honest. Can I eat the corpses as well? No. Okay, let's just do this. It's a good start. Insane amount of bounty drops. We've got potions everywhere. So let's grab the stam, and that'll give us an extra dash, which will help to get us out of here. Okay. I want to knock him into this just right. So that way I can push him into the other thing as well. There we go. So that was the idea. Is that I get to push him in 2 spots there. So another potion acquired. And I'm a little bit short on stuff here. Do I have enough room to push this? I think if I do that, I can push this in range. And I can dash into this and get over here, so that way I can nothing personnel this guy. It's not enough damage, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do a reroll. Hope we get luckier. That is rather unlucky. Okay, well, at least this time we got a decoy, so we don't take any damage. Oh, we do still take damage. Shoot. Okay, well, I'm gonna push this guy away and try to cram myself in a corner. That'll have to do. Enfeeble or cone. Or bloat. Bloat is exceptional. I'm gonna take cone because cone is just universally very useful. Especially considering I've got giant slash. Should be very good. For example, can I get all of these guys in range? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, I'm still going to do this, because that's going to instantly kill both of them. Which is just a very worthy thing to do. I want this potion, but I don't think I can get it from here, yeah. Annoying. I guess we'll dash over and just kill the last enemy. I don't think there's any reason to dally. Let's go ahead and do one of these. And we'll just double stomp them. That seems like the easiest solution. But yeah, you can see that the Deathmason is just... They feel just kind of overpowered. At least in the early game. Like, I can just cast more spells, and the only restriction is that I have, like, less skill points. Which doesn't really seem like that big of a downside. I'm going to take self-invulnerability, because it's just universally extremely good. There's pretty much never a scenario where I don't want it, as far as I can tell. Pretty much every time I've had it, it's immediately been, like, borderline life-saving. I'm gonna make a, semicircle? Hemicircle? Whatever you want. Semicircle is right. We'll go with semicircle. Okay. And then I'm going to blast all these guys, which is going to do some excellent damage. And maybe before I blast them, we do a little bit of a push scenario, which will launch some stuff all over the place. And that's starting to kind of cook. I'm liking the look of that. Okay, and then we do another push. And another push. And then we finally do the thing. And that'll kill that guy way over there in the corner as well. That is a very crazy round. I'm here for it, though. We might as well throw this one in, too. That'll finish the job on the reviver. Okay. We've got impact damage going. We've got all sorts of insane damage output coming out. And, yeah, I'm looking real good. That was clean as fuck. Okay, we got shield. That's insane. Or target circle, which is also insane. Defense is really good, and I think this character benefits a lot from defense, a lot more than the other characters. Or at least a lot more than Spellmason, because I can just play this for free without even thinking. It's just a flat plus 30 health on most turns, which is pretty crazy. We didn't roll any connects this time, which is fine. Can't be expected to roll it every time. I got a lot of dashes, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do a long-range dash over here, which is going to set me up with a push combo. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Okay, what if I jump here? And then I do this. That seems pretty good. I need to move over a little bit to get that guy in. Okay, that's good. And then I can grab this mana potion, which is another push. And then I'm gonna teleport in here, which allows me to set up right here, and then I can double up the bounty. Go ahead and finish off the kill. Bada bing, bada boom. We're getting lots and lots of bounties, so we should be keeping an eye out for that. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of On Kill Resurrected just to try and roll higher on more bounties since we've got the collect bounty play. Golemancer is cute, but I think we can do better. Necromancer giving capture soul, but it's more expensive until unit summon spells are cheaper. That doesn't really do anything for this character, so I'm better off just waiting for the thing to show up. The ting. Extra healing could be kind of cool, but honestly, I think we just save our points. I don't think any of these are worth going for. Obviously, the option of reroll is there, but I think patience is a big virtue in this game. And, yeah, I gotta try and exercise that every now and then. Okay, this looks like a mana scenario, and I've got double decoy, which is pretty nice. I'm gonna be stomping on some peeps this time around, that much is for certain. I can't really... Okay, so this gets me a triple, so I think that's a great way to start things off. Nice. But yeah, let me know what you folks think about Spellmasons, the game, and let me know what you think about Deathmason. This character seems unfathomably strong compared to, like, everything else, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm just really bad at Spellmason, and this guy just makes more sense because he's got, like, card mechanics rather than, mana mechanics, and I've played enough card games where mana mechanics are just easier for me. That could be the case. It could be just that. It could be that this character is, like, grossly overtuned right now. That could also be a thing. I could have sworn that I had self-invulnerability. Grant immunity to self-inflicted damage excludes health costs. So why can't I jump over this? Normally I can jump over things and they don't damage me, but this is a scenario where that doesn't appear to be the case. We'll walk around then. Having to walk, imagine that. Gross. Gross! Okay. 2 left to go, and they have lethal on my health if I engage on them poorly, so I'm gonna go ahead and slow roll it a little bit, even though it's probably unnecessary. I'll just go ahead and chill out right here. Targeting arrow is spectacular. I love targeting arrow. Enfeeble is cool, and Last Will is exceptional as well. I'm gonna go ahead and take targeting arrow because it's the uncommon, which is going to mean that it'll show up less often than the other options. I'm gonna go ahead and put that over there. And I should be using these every time I have them because that's just... I'm pretty sure that just stays. Yeah, that's just permanent health, essentially. That's stupid. That is unbelievably stupid. That's not a spell that I've ever played with. It really does feel like it's not supposed to work that way. But it does. It does, and I'm here to abuse it. So, what are you gonna do? Let's go ahead and blast some fools, I guess. Do some damage that way, and then I'll get on over there and do some stomping. This is a fun way to use dash, is that I can kind of like long range it and make it go way further than it would otherwise. I gotta get better at using dash that way, because it is very strong. Okay, so we've got some mana vampires this time. We got 10 stomps to work with. Daredevil is silly. More bounties. We kind of got all the bounties we need, but a yellow portal bounty would be absolutely unhinged. I'm gonna go ahead and save for that. And Shield Bash could be a good way to get some extra damage considering the current scenario. I'm probably going to invest... Oh man, that is tempting. +1 shield to damage. So we can get some like really crazy... It consumes my shield, though. I think I'm better off without. Let's not take that. It would give me a lot of upfront damage, but we've got Giant Slash, so we're kind of already really cooking for excessive damage, so I don't think we need to really go that overkill right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start off right here and then do a dash. Like so. Actually, maybe I do a jump to get this guy into a better position. That should hopefully get the mana potion as well. It does. And now we can commence our comboing. How do I want to do this? That's gonna shoot through multiple targets. So I can shoot through multiple targets like this, and then I can do this, and that's gonna kill all those guys. Once I add on... Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, what if I give a push in there too? That'll get that one killed, and then there's only gonna be the one in the corner. I think this is worth doing. It kind of sucks to lose all the... I'm gonna reorder these, so push and then that, and that'll hopefully push that over in such a way that'll give me the extra damage I need. The other option is I could lock things down and get rid of the stomps, but you know what? That seems like a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. I haven't really been thinking ahead on this character too much, but we've got such a strong setup that we should think ahead. Let's go ahead and use this guy right away. Give us that extra shield. And we're gonna dump all of our stomps and dashes, which will give us 8 new cards, which will hopefully grant us the damage that we need. We've got set bounty now. And yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be what we need, but we'll see. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's try with one of these in there. That's gonna spread that far and wide. It's gonna get some kills on the other side of the screen. I'm a little concerned that this guy isn't dying anymore. Oh, it's because my pushes aren't in there. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, let's do this as our turn. Seems a little silly. Oh wait, hang on. I can still add in my bounties as well. There we go. Just in case. Just in case I wanted some potions kicking around. There we go. Bounties for days. A very bountiful murder. Might be able to do one of these too. Trying to find the right angle for that. To hit these 2 slimes. Might not be possible. I don't know. Might be a little bit too goofy. Those guys already have bounties, so I don't really need to worry about that. Let's undo some of these. And we'll do just one. Just a 1 set bounty on that guy. I think we'll end our turn here. But you can see the potential of this character is just absolutely absurd. Goru. Goru has chosen to spawn on top of my face. Interesting. I don't have too much to punish him with. I do have several pushes. We'll hit with something like this. One more. Okay, that gets those ones. And then we'll do a triple push, which will send all these guys flying. Okay. Good little bit of extra damage. I'm gonna go ahead and set this down as a defender. I'm not gonna bother stomping after them. I don't think it's worth it. Let's go ahead and do a full roll of my remaining spells. After I use this, of course, because that is just free. Okay. What have I got access to? Still no giant slashes. Unfortunate. Giant slashes are nice. I guess we're just gonna make sure the rest of these guys are bountied. We'll have to chase down some of these potions soon. I need to get like a potion vacuum set up going. That would be nice. Okay, the enemies are closing in pretty rapidly here. Might be time to start stomping. How do I want to do this? We do have the thing. Got a decent amount of overheal. Okay, that kills you in one, which is very convenient. Got a couple dashes right up here. We got a mana potion off of that guy. Okay, what if I do one of these? That will kill me. That is a supreme overkill. Let's do this instead. One of these, I suppose. I wonder if I could. Hang on. So that turns it into a circle. What if I shoot it at the right spot? If I dash over here, I think I can cast that freely. That's what I'm going to do, and we got another stomp. Okay, so arrow, giant circle, shoot it at the right spot, hopefully. Okay, there it is. That's the angle I want. I don't fear that thing. I fear this thing over here. So let's do these ones. Do I need to have all the extra for that? Let's find out. Yes, I do. Okay. If I go one larger, okay, it just makes it even bigger. It's not what I need. Okay, so that's gonna give me a nice quad kill, which is very acceptable. Keep in mind Goro is going to be resummoning these guys, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. But that's just a part of the process. It's just making sure that everybody stays down. I'm gonna set up some more of these lads. Gonna have a snack on the way so I can keep moving. And we'll do a couple stomps. It's going to end up damaging my own guy. I don't really care that much. More stomps. Okay, this is suggesting to me that I should stop, probably. Maybe I can get some push damage. Didn't manage to kill that one. Submerge is very good. As is Last Will. You know what? More potions sounds awesome. We're already if we have every enemy dropping 2 potions, we might be able to go into it if we can convert them all into mana potions, which would obviously be the goal at that point. We've got double giant slash, which is great. Okay, let's try this. And then some of that. We really need some extra damage, is the main thing that I'm noticing. But let's get some potions spawning, I suppose. That's good. Very nice. Look at all those potions. That is awesome. Okay. So... that is pure mana potions the whole way through. I think this is a reroll scenario at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to give myself that extra shield. Oh, is there a maximum? Can you only do like 1.5 extra health? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah, let's go ahead and dump this guy down. And I should be able to dump both of these dudes into the water, which will kill one. And the other one will be very low. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe I can do a bit of a combo to get around here. I don't think picking these up is worth it, to be honest, after seeing that. Okay, let's see if I can push this guy hard enough to take damage. I'm gonna use 7 on him. That is enough. How many do I actually need? Remember, stacking push generates force, and this isn't really something that Spellmason can do without some sort of, like, crazy upgrade first. But this character is broken, as we've already established, and that means they can pull some absolute shenanigans. Let's go ahead and make sure that you're dropping a potion as well. There's a little bit more damage for you. They're suffocating as well, because we've got Bounty Suffocate, I do believe. When you kill a poisoned enemy, nearby enemies become poisoned. We're not using poison. Looking for bounties. Keep an eye out. Okay, so that guy suffocated, which is great. Very convenient. I guess we're big chillin'. I'm gonna dump another dummy on the ground and give myself some shield and wait for the resurrect to happen. There's not really too much else to do. I don't have a way to resurrect the enemy myself, so can't really take advantage of that scenario. We've got 13 dashes, which is just unfathomably excessive. What am I going to do with 13 dashes? I'm gonna get in the goddamn head-on collision with this guy. Okay, well, let me get over here at least and start gathering up some stuff. So, let's see what I can do. Really, more last wills. I don't think you're supposed to have more than one last will, but whatever, I guess. Bruh. They can't all be last wills. Okay, this is the heavy reroll territory. Give me 15 new cards. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy once with that. And it looks like my shield is still rising, which is nice. Okay, I'll roll down again. Give me 6 new cards. That was enough. Is that a win? It is a win. It stops the spawns from happening. Good to know. Dude, imagine this with bounty... so I'm gonna get bounty portal, and then I'm gonna get clone on spawn. And that's gonna make it so I can just absolutely go crazy. Bounty restore stam. Holy smokes. I mean, I just take like one level of it, right? That makes sense to me. And of course, we always invest. Investment's going to make this build scale up a lot better, I'm hoping. But yeah, the biggest benefit that this build has over other builds is that it can spam Giant Slash. I mean, that's not true. There's a lot of benefits, but that's the one that seems to be really stand out to me, is that it's able to spam such a powerful spell. Okay, so we've got all these dashes. We've got 6 connects, which is just absurd. Let's go ahead and do a double arrow into... Okay, so we're gonna do double arrow into this, into this, into this. And then that should do just a widespread attack across all of those guys. And we're going to apply this to them. And this. And I don't have any giant slashes, and I don't intend on re-rolling for them either. But I can do some heavy pushing, which will shove some of them into some pretty dangerous spots. And give us a pretty safe location to work from. So that's going to set up pretty nicely. Very good. So I could, like, dash over to that room and start killing them if I want. I could also try to take this small group out with the stompers that I've got access to. I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this action on myself. These guys do 40 damage, these guys do 40. So some good damage coming out. They're gonna be resurrecting the guy that I just killed, but that is just bonus to me. It is very convenient. Okay, I think I am gonna take these guys on. I wasn't entirely sure at first, but I think we should have enough damage, especially with the extra potion down here. So we can do this, which will connect all three, and then I can bountify them. If I can get the bonus damage on bounty effect, which is very common, that would put in so much work for me. So we're gonna stack these guys up with our stomp, and then I'll be able to do a murder stomp. There we go. And it is health and stam potions that I got this time. Stam is pretty decent. I don't mind having a bunch of extra stamina, that's for sure. And our last card is Connect, so we're not going to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and do a reroll for some fresh cards. Didn't get really anything that I'm after. I'm going to do one of the... Oh, that's out of range, of course it is. What am I thinking? Hang on. What if I do... I just want to get closer to the action. So I'm going to push this corpse, and then I'm going to dash over to it. Like that. And to try to maintain the bonus stamina, because that's pretty helpful. Target injured is kind of sick. We can also AoE freeze enemies, which opens up a lot of potential. I think we've got the targets that we want. Let's go ahead and take freeze. I think that's the play. These guys are having a very rough time, seemingly. The enemies are starting to suffocate thanks to the bounty. Gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to shield up once again. Just keep stacking that over health, because it's oh so good. And it looks like I get to cheese all these guys all over again. Damn, I really need a Giant Slash roll. Let's go ahead and try to roll for a Giant Slash. I'm going to dump most of my stuff. Giant Slash, where are you, buddy? Okay, I'm gonna unlock this and try again. Oof. Where is Giant Slash, dude? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That is very unfortunate. Gonna have to settle for something much weaker now. Okay. Gonna use one of these, and then two of these, and then one of these. Not quite enough range. If I do this... Hang on. Okay, hang on. Walk into range. Like this. And then we do a connected push. Followed by this into double connect. To give them all that. Some of them will already have it, but some of them will also not. Okay, there we go. They're all last willed up. Should be able to hug a corner and be good to go. Okay, good. Not super jazzed about that last turn, but hopefully things turn around for us here. I don't know if there's like a card, like how the card drawing works with this build. Like, is there like a discard pile that I should know about? I have no idea. I have so many questions that I don't have an answer to. And that's okay. But, you know, it would be helpful to know. That's for certain. Like, this time I don't have the thing that I want, which is very inconvenient. Hang on. If I do this... That looks pretty good. And then we hit them with one of those, and then they're gonna drop like crazy. Let's see the potions. That's so many potions, dude. That is so many potions. Let's get in there. I can just walk that at this point. Oh my god, we have 16 last wills. That is... What kind of shenanigans is that, man? Okay. I'm gonna push this guy into the water. Just get blood. Blood water. It's similar. One's just slightly thicker or whatever. Right? That's how that works. Should be able to launch him into there. We've got 3 of these for Omega tank stats. And I think we chill. We're gonna chill. I kind of want to use this on that guy, but I don't have the space for it or the room. I should have thought about that ahead of time. That's my bad. Okay, summoning some dudes. I am unperturbed. I thought maybe saving the giant slash would have been a valuable strategy, but it seems to have not done anything useful for me at all, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna connect and give these guys all potions, and then I'm gonna stomp on them till they die. Very good. What kind of potions do we get? All health potions, not helpful. Unuseful. I want a way to make health potions helpful. I haven't really seen a good option for that. Okay, we're doing a slight backward step here. And then a dash. Followed by a push. And then a stomp. We got a couple blue portals, and we've only got 2 guys left. So we're kinda set. We probably don't have to think too hard about it. Basically unkillable at this point. You see what I mean, though? This character feels, like, completely unstoppable compared to pretty much everyone else. It's quite absurd. This is just gonna freeze him in the liquid, and he's gonna die next turn. Sucks to suck. I could do another dash into here, but I'm just gonna chill, because we're kind of out of offense for the round. Okay, looking good enough. I definitely need to, like, somehow incorporate more giant slashes into the deck. I don't know if that's possible. Let's do some of this. I feel like the only way to do that is more card draw, which means more potions. I might need to start converting this extra shield scenario that I'm getting. I need to convert that into offense somehow. I'm gonna go ahead and try and stack a bunch of pushes and see if this gets a kill. It does not. Okay, so... I mean, I might as well. It's at least damage. Okay, so we've got Bloat, which is gonna open up even more insanity. Potion Shatter is kinda cool. Fling we don't really need because we've got Arrow Dash, which is basically just better Fling. I find Bloat to be quite exceptional. Do we have the self-damage resist? I think we got that really early on. Invulnerable to self-damage, yeah, so let's take Bloat. Bloat is another very good source of damage output. Okay. No arrows this time, huh? Gonna make me walk it. How dare they make me use my own 2 feet? I much prefer to glide along the corpses of my enemies. That has a bounty on it, that's funny. I just noticed that. Okay, so we're being investment banker gamers right now. We have summoners for days. It's pure summoner. Okay, interesting. Very interesting setup. Gambler's kinda cute. I do like Gambler. Contaminate self on teleporting is unhinged, and I don't subscribe to that sort of gameplay loop. Gambler is obviously really good, but I don't know. I think we're already in a super fantastic spot, so I'm not too worried about it. We have a lot of arrows to play with. I think we're pushing everybody into the water. That seems to be the vibe currently. Need to not jump into this blue portal or I'm gonna have a really bad time. Okay. So, let's do a little something like... How am I doing this? Something like that. Okay. That's a good enough start for me. But before I do this, I gotta add in my bonus. All my bonuses. This is why I have these things. That way I can get all the cool free stuff. There's probably a better way I can do this engagement, by the way. I'm well aware of that. But, this should be pretty sufficient, I think. Okay. Pretty juicy. We got some resurrects on the way, but I don't really care about that too much. If I get in range of you, do you die from the stomp? Not quite. Unfortunate. It'd be really nice to get some more kills like that. It doesn't seem to be happening. I'm gonna put these last wills on these guys, and they're basically just here to die next turn. Which is a little bit brutal, but it is certainly the case. I'll do a little reroll here just to see what we get. I guess I could freeze them. That's a pretty reasonable play. Just, I don't know if it's actually gonna delay their turn, but hopefully it does. Deathmason. I guess it's time for a duel to the death. We got 4 giant slashes, by the way. It's kinda awesome. Kinda freaking sweet. Why is bloat hurting me? That's not how it was working earlier. I'm actually very concerned with the fact that bloat doesn't seem to be working on this character. Obviously, I don't know every in and out of this game, but that does read like a bug to me. I don't know about anyone else, but it doesn't feel right. Feels incorrect. I'd be happy with most teleports here. Okay, that's a pretty good one. This gives me the ability to freeze you and shove you into some water. And there you shall stay. Okay, nice. Okay, so we'll grab these 2. I think that's a play. What a stam. Frick. I guess I'm using stomps for movement. I think it's worth doing. Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, I need to stomp into this thing. Okay. And we get to go over here. Grab some extra cards. We have some pretty good cards to work with. But I need more AoE. Let's unlock that puppy. Use this on ourselves. I'm gonna forego locking the last will. And we're still in 0 danger, so this is the turn to really try and capitalize on things. Let's draw. We got the double connect, which is maybe good enough. Let's give it a try. Okay. Hang on. What if I grab... I've got dash, I can grab this potion right in front of me. Another connect. I'm gonna grab this potion too. Another connect. Okay. I don't need to... Hang on. What if I do... If I do all of these, it doesn't stack it anymore. So I think I just need... So 1 is 3 and 2 is 4. So that's gonna kill all 3 of those guys. I don't care about the resurrect. I mostly care about denying the summons in the first place. So we're gonna save the other 2 for this down here. Okay. And that's another nice little double kill. Okay. And I don't have the ability to get the jump range. I could eat some corpses, maybe. Hoping these guys are in range. Bah! What a terrible spell. It should consume corpses, but it's just short range. Whatever, dude. That gets him in the right direction. And then I can stack these up to yeet him into a wall, hopefully. There we go. That's pretty much what I'm aiming for. Not bad. Okay. Pretty good turn. Damn, that's a lot of cards. They gave me so many steppy stomps. I hate that this guy's alive over here, dude. That's such a pain in the butt. No giant slash draw this time, which is very unfortunate. No dash draw either. It sucks. Let's keep stacking ourselves up with defense, because that is pretty core to this build's defense at this point. I'm gonna do I was gonna do a push dash, and I was also considering doing a an arrow dash, and I still don't have dash. It feels so weird not to have dash available. It's so unbelievably strong. I guess we're doing this, just a giant frickin' stomp across the map. Hang on, let's use this first, and then we can see how many stomps we need. I'm pretty sure that was the exact same amount. Ooh, another stomp. Wow. Another stomp. Wow. How good. How good and useful. Wonderful. I'm gonna jump in this hole, I think. Kill this guy. He doesn't get any resurrects. There we go. That's a little something in my favor. Just kind of looking at my options. I'm just gonna reroll at this point. Don't love the cards that I have. We got our dash. What can I aim it at? I can aim it at this. Just go flying across the river. I don't know. Doesn't seem very smart. Let's just get this mana potion. To give me a jump. It did. Nope, it gave me a eat. There's gotta be something to eat here, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's just summon another dummy and call it done. Okay. Bounty spotted. He's in such an annoying spot. Holy cow. What a pain in the butt. I guess I'll do one of these. I'm realizing just how reliant this build is on having giant slash. It's becoming a problem. We need more offense, clearly. That is an issue of ours. Okay, let's see just how far we can take things. Obviously, we must take things to their natural extreme every time. Shove them up against a wall so they're all stacked, and then blast them. Wow, that's an effective... What the hell? Why is it hitting these guys? I don't even know. I guess we'll find out. It's not killing me, though, so that's the important part. Let's see. How are these guys at risk? I still don't know. I still have no frickin' clue. What the heck? Okay, these guys are stacked up ever so nicely, which means I can apply bloated to them at least. And considering Stomp is the overwhelming bulk of my damage right now, I should get over to them. That way I can start to stomp. May the stomping begin. There's one. I'm gonna dash over here, get these potions. I want to keep these guys... I want to get these guys stacked up if I can. They will probably all, like, teleport away at the end of the turn, but... If they don't, they'll have a very bad time waiting for them. Next turn. Okay. So they've summoned their portals. Which is pretty spooky. I'm not gonna lie. We have 14... The frickin' corpse eaters. Okay, let's eat some corpses. There's gotta be some corpses in range, right? There was one. There's one corpse. Thank you, corpse eater, you worthless spell. Holy shit. Okay, so I want to get the card that allows me to start culling my deck, I think. That's gonna be really valuable. Long term. Okay, these guys just get kinda got by this. Does this increase the damage at all? I don't know if it does. Let's try without that. So... And then... With it... It seems to be identical, so it doesn't, like, loop and chain like that or anything. As much as I wish it did. It's probably for the best, balance-wise, that it doesn't. Let's go ahead and apply those as well, just in case I haven't already. Okay. So we've got 4 stomps. If I can avoid jumping into the portals, that would be great. Stomp that guy into the liquid. And... gonna run out, but I might be able to get some push going as well. That is the hope. Oh, one more stomp and he's in. There we go. Okay, and now we'll do a little reroll action. So we got 8 new cards, a couple more stomps, a bunch of dashes that I don't need. All the cones I also don't need. I should just have this one locked forever. Might be able to get... Oh yeah, that's good. That is good. I like that. Okay. And I won't bother rerolling again. Just call it. Okay, so we now have enemies on the board. Which is never exactly what I want. I would prefer if they were all dead. Obviously. The zombs next to me should be handled by a single stomp. That should do some good damage. Pretty simple turn there. I definitely should have used a thing to help with that. I guess we'll do this. How is this damaging me? Do tell. I don't know. Oh, it's because I'm jumping over. That's not how that normally works, though. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Might be a glitch. Might be a lack of understanding. Not sure which. Okay. We should have some smooth dashes. With all this blood around, you'd think there'd be a couple more corpses for me to play around with, but apparently not. What a pain in the butt. Let's get a dummy out here. Dummies are very nice to have. And I'm going to freeze this guy so he doesn't get to have a turn. And then if I can kill this guy this turn, we only have to worry about one summon round this turn, which would be super nice. That's not a range. This guy is going to explode. So if I can... Hang on, let's just stomp him, and then we'll explode him. So, I think this should... Wow, it's not enough. Hang on, what if I try to get him on a tighter wall? There we go. That impact damage does matter. And it is a little finicky at times. What we got there? More portals. So this guy just completely lost his portal phase, which is insanely good. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. I'm normally very, non-CC focused. But, this time it's definitely paying off bigly. Kinda wishing I took a level in, damage based on how much stuff you have. But that's okay. Okay, let's do some of this. I'm gonna blast him into the ocean. That might be enough to kill him. Little bloodbath for you. Bada bing. Delicious. Looks like we got a decent handful of corpses here. Might be able to have a little snackerino. Kinda gross. Never mind, I don't have the thing for the first time ever. Okay. Let's bully this guy by pushing him into the wall. That's where I'm at. It is in fact doing damage, just not very much. And I guess I'll hit a reroll after I do another dummy summon, just in case. I don't know if there's any downside to rerolling, by the way. It doesn't seem like there is. I don't really want to damage my dummy, and the amount of damage that I'm doing off of that is just not worthwhile. Where'd that guy come from? I don't even know. Where'd that guy come from? Did this guy summon? No, there's portals. I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry. It happens. It happens from time to time. A little bit of mind loss. If I do this, that doesn't... The area isn't enough to spread to the others. Okay. Guess we're just gonna kill that guy. Simplify things down. And I'll just dump a portal here. Okay. Thinking this guy's gonna go for a little swim. That's the vibe. Here we go. And that one over there gets to live for another turn, because I don't really have anything to deal damage with. So this is how many cards I draw each turn, I think. Yes, that is how many cards that I have access to in a given turn. That's interesting. I live these. It said invulnerable, and I didn't take damage. So maybe it's a bug that it's saying that I'm gonna take damage, but I don't? Interesting. Interesting and confusing. Did we just New Game Plus on the easiest run of all time? What the hell? I think I did. I think we're on New Game Plus. I still don't have Bounty Portal because I'm too stupid and I invest in investment. I gotta invest. You don't understand. Oh, don't worry. I hate me too. Okay, how am I gonna do this? What if I infected everybody with a thing? I need one giant slash so freaking bad. I'm gonna unlock it. Maybe the reason I'm not getting giant slashes is because it's locked. It's like the only thing that I have in mind that could possibly be the reason. Everything else can get re-rolled as far as I'm concerned. Okay, we got one. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So now we get to do one of these. Hang on. So we're going to hit the entire screen with this, in theory. And, yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay. Push, push. This kills me. Why does this kill me? Why does it kill? It shouldn't. It wouldn't kill me. We just figured out last round that it wouldn't kill me. I don't take self-damage. Am I willing to bet on it? We just demonstrated last round, okay? Just to be clear, we have a perk here that says invulnerable to self-damage. Grant invulnerability to self-inflicted damage excludes health costs. We don't have any health costs. This would be self-damage. I am... What if I just take this out? Then I'm not doing it to myself. Okay, let's just do this. This is pretty much the same thing, but ever so slightly worse. Fine. Fine, we'll do this instead. That seems acceptable. I don't know if this is gonna, like... We're freezing them, right? Yeah, we're freezing them. Okay, let's do it. Okay, good. So most of these enemies are not going to be able to do anything this turn. I am safe from everybody but those two. I have a dash to work with. Where am I? Where the deuce? I'm up there. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Alright, that's a hell of a turn. Goru is here to be a menace. Not loving the look of this draw so far, but it doesn't mean it's over. Let's get stomping. Okay. I really want this guy dead. Not doing much for me at this point, though. The main problem. We're lacking certain spells that would do a lot of work for us here. I'm not going to worry about killing this guy right away. I'm just going to worry about moving into a safe location, which I think is down here. I don't even care about pushing Goru into the water right now. More interested in just maximizing my mobility. Okay, that's really good. We might be able to go for a spicy reroll here. I want to push this guy out of my dealio here. He's kind of like real stuck on that wall though. He's right in there. I'm just gonna place a dummy here. And then I can like hide in this corner and that'll stop him from attacking me. Okay, so is this the reroll scenario? We lock this puppy down and then we roll high, I guess. I would deem this a bit of a low roll. But I did get another decoy, so there's that. There is that. Don't love this scenario. Okay. I'm rolling again. Hang on. You're not locked, are you? No. And why are you locked? You shouldn't be locked. 9 new cards. Okay. We can make that work. Something like that will indeed get us a kill. So let's make sure we apply all of the correct goodies. Hang on. How do I want to do this? Like this? Or like this. It seems to be hitting the most by a large margin. Okay, get that bloat going, and let's blast them. That's some good-looking damage. Despite only having, like, one real damaging spell, things are still kind of going well. I'm genuinely surprised. Outside of that guy's attack range, I don't really have to move at all. Kind of in the perfect spot. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I should get another decoy out, though. Decoys are strong defense. Suffocate is awesome. Target circle is hugely powerful. Heal wouldn't do anything for me. I need more damage. Suffocate is more damage. And we're already playing with Suffocate in our build with Bounty. It's another thing to spread on the enemy. I'm gonna run it. It's not direct damage, but it's close enough. The way things have been playing, I think it should be pretty acceptable. Okay, we got Stomps for days, we got Suffocates. These guys should be freeze immune for one turn, yes, indeed. That is not my favorite part of the scenario that I'm in. What if we triple up on these and do like a big push? What does that look like? That will get us some kills. And rather than just doing the triple push like that, we'll work these in as well. And I can just stack these like crazy, and that'll super suffocate them, and it'll be really, really uncomfortable, I imagine. Yeah, that is looking pretty juicy, I gotta say. I like that. Let's run it. Trying to defend our location a little bit. Okay, so lots of suffocation damage, a little bit of bonk in their heads. They're in trouble. Trying to keep a tight scenario here with all that. I really hope I used Last Will there. If I didn't, I apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and do... Can I eat? Are there any bodies around here? Anybody who I used to know? Maybe this guy? Little snackerino, thank you. And then we'll do a reroll. Now that's a knife. What if we do a little bit of this action? It's looking pretty good to me. I do like the triple kill. Bunch of potions too. Not bad. How bloated are these guys? 2 bloat, 2 bloat. Seems to be pretty powerful force. I took actual damage there. Not happy about that. What? I guess I lost. No, that's on me, I think. I don't know what just happened. What happened? I feel like I just got my turn skipped. I don't use spacebar, by the way. So I don't think it was that. I don't know what just happened, but this was a good run, other than that part. Let me know what you think about Deathmason. I think up next we're gonna try out Goru. And, yeah, depending on how this series is going, it will continue. Otherwise, enjoy the 4-ish videos. I'll catch you all next time, folks. Thank you all for enjoying. Boop.